guys, oh my god, it feels so good to be back in my element. It feels so long since I last did a talking video because obviously my last upload was my prom video. Relating back to today's video, I'm basically just going to talk about my experience at NCS, Wallop T-shirt reference. Anyway, so I'm basically just going to talk about all of the weeks individually and what went on, what I did, etc, etc. Some people do 4 weeks, but I only did 3. I'm going to show pictures throughout as well, so you kind of get a visual representation of what actually went on. And at the end of the video, I'm going to say, would I actually recommend going? So, also at the end of the video, I'm going to answer a few questions that a few people might ask. Before I get into the video, this video is not sponsored by NCS. This is purely my opinion, purely my views. Okay, so week uno is called Adventure. And before I talk about what actually went on in week 1, here is the kit list. You probably won't need to screenshot that because they will probably send you the kit list anyway. But yeah, just so you get an idea of like what kind of things you might need. Okay, so week 1 is very outdoorsy, very adventurous. I think the main thing from what I can remember is week 1 is a lot of climbing. Surprisingly, I didn't think I'd actually like it because I'm not really an outdoorsy person in terms of like actual climbing shit, whatever you want to call it. But I surprisingly did like it. It was very out of my comfort zone. I've not been like rock climbing or whatever since I was probably like in year 6. My favourite activity was definitely the raft building. And I'm going to show you a few pictures wherever I decide to put them, and maybe a few videos if I can edit them in as well. But honestly, it was just amazing. Like, the only thing I did not like was the dirt. I absolutely hate dirt. I hate anything about dirt. Like, hate getting dirt on my hands, especially my hands and especially my face. But yeah, I fell in about 10 times. You are bound to fall in, by the way. Don't even think of trying to stay on the boat. You will not. Or the raft, whatever you want to call it. The dirt the dirt was awful. Like, you fully sank into the mud, and I wore my best trainers because I didn't even know that we was gonna get dirty or whatever, but my mate managed to get them clean, so shout out to you. Other activities I can think of was we went on a walk, so I feel like that kind of broke it up a bit because obviously you are kind of on like the campsite all the time. You can't really go anywhere else. But yeah, we went on a little walk. Well, I say little, it was quite a long walk, not gonna lie. Just basically learning like about maps and stuff and navigating. I mean, to be fair, I didn't do much of the navigation, but but it was still fun. It was tiring, not gonna lie, my legs were killing after, but it was a lot of fun. Other than the activities to discuss, in terms of sleeping arrangements, we had to be in our tents for 10 o'clock and it was lights out by 10:30. I personally think that's quite early, not gonna lie, being a 16-year-old. I like to stay up late. Well, saying that, no. I'm quite a tired person all the time. But no, like, in terms of like other people, I'm sure they'd rather stay up till later. But yeah, they were quite strict on that, which was kind of annoying because we were playing like Cards Against Humanity, like just passing time, and that was fun and we wanted to do that for longer. But in terms of like after you've done all the activities, you do a lot within your groups, like reflection, basically just like reflecting on like the whole day, how the day went. You do reflection quite a lot as well, like throughout the whole programme. And in terms of the mornings, you do make your packed lunch because obviously you need to eat throughout the day. But yeah, the food was actually alright in week 1. However, I don't know if you will go to the same place, but the one thing I can remember about like actually going to eat in the dining hall, like we were so like close together, like the tables were so thin but so long, and like you felt like you were really close to the person opposite you, which felt a little bit weird, but it was, I mean, the food was fine, so I suppose that's all that matters. But overall, in terms of week 1, it was very out of my comfort zone, but it was one of my favourite weeks, to be honest, because I made a lot of like friends and it was just great. Okay, moving swiftly on to week 2, I'm going to show you the kit list again for week 2. Might not need to screenshot it because they'll probably send it you. And before I talk about week 2, I want to say that I went to Portland College. I know some people end up going to the university. I would have rather gone to university, but anyway. The Portland College was actually quite nice, there was quite a lot to do. Okay, so a few of the activities that we did in week 2, I think on like the first, maybe the second day, we did like a storyboard of like different, basically a storyboard where you talk about like different events within your life. Me being me, I got emotional when people were reading out theirs, because I heard a lot about like people getting bullied and stuff, and like honestly, like I'm such a crybaby, like I'll literally cry at anything. Like an apple could fall off, I'd cry about it. So, but yeah, it was really interesting to hear everyone's stories, like because you feel like you get to know like your group, and it was just really good. Another activity we did, the British Red Cross came in and taught us how to do CPR. That was quite interesting. I did not try and do CPR on the model thing because me being me, don't want to interfere with any dirt. And she showed us a video on homelessness and how like the way people are dressed affects whether they get help or not, and that was really interesting. And in week 2 we did a lot of debating, like about knife crime and stuff. That was really interesting. It was the silent disco. Banging, absolutely banging. I've never been to a silent disco before, but honestly it was so amazing. I'll drop a few pictures, videos, whatever here. Another nighttime activity was the talent show. Also another highlight of my NCS, honestly it was so good. Me and the girls got together, we pulled a little dance. Might show you a little clip of that, who knows, here somewhere. But honestly that was really good. We came second in the talent show, so that was banging. Another thing we did at night time on the last day, Friday, we could order our own food, so we ordered Chinese. Okay, well moving on to week 3, which is called Making a Difference. You don't actually really need a kit list because it's non-residential, but they did send me like another picture, basically just describing what you're doing for the week and stuff like that. So here's the picture. Like I said, I don't know if you'll need to screenshot because they'll probably send you a picture of what you're going to need to do anyway. So from the picture you'll probably tell that the final week is basically just about doing charity work and basically just helping your community. And in the final week for your project you do receive like a little booklet which basically you keep track of everything in it, so like who has certain roles for the job, and like basically like your evaluation of your project, what you're actually going to do for your project and stuff like that, so you have to like fill all of that in. The first couple of days were quite chill. We spent the first few days just basically like ringing our charity up and actually just like sorting out like the minor bits. And then we went to a Tesco to ask if we could do bagpacking to raise money for our charity, and they said yeah. The backpacking was actually quite fun. I personally really enjoyed it because it was really interesting just to see how like the community responded to like our charity and stuff. While I was talking about it now, I might as well tell you what our charity was. It was the Nottingham's Women's Centre, and we actually managed to raise over like £500, so that was like amazing. Yeah, in terms of like the backpacking and stuff, we had like little buckets, and we each went to like a till in like pairs or on our own. We basically helped to pack bags for people who said that we could, and we also made like little wristbands that we actually put around the bucket, and yeah, it was actually really cute to see, like, because like little kids and stuff, they really like the bands, and it was just really cute to see how they responded to the bands and just the charity as a whole. But yeah, I personally really enjoyed the backpacking. We did it for about 4 hours, but obviously we had breaks in between. But yeah, you can pretty much do what you want for your charity. I think they prefer it if you do it like related to your actual community rather than like quite a big charity, because we figured that if we do a charity quite close to home, then they will benefit more from the money than what a bigger charity would, because obviously they would receive more funds than what a little charity would. So yeah, we did the backpacking on Wednesday, and on Thursday we did like a little sponsored walk, which was very cute. We walked for 6 miles, and that was quite chill as well. And then on the last day we did a group presentation, which was also quite enjoyable because everyone got to see like each other's charities and what everyone else did, because sometimes it's quite nice to see what other people do rather than like just your group, because like in your group you do spend quite a lot of time together, and like you don't really see the other groups, especially in the last week, because obviously they're working on their own charity. So Friday was like a day where we could see what everyone else did and how they got on and what charity they chose. So yeah, that was quite a good day. So yeah, that's pretty much it in terms of like all the weeks. And at the end of all of this programme you have a NCS graduation, and mine is on September the 1st, I believe. Okay, lastly we're going to do a quick few questions and answer to wrap this video up. Okay, question 1. Did you make friends quickly? Yes, I feel like I did. I feel like NCS requires quite a lot of bonding within like your groups and stuff. Question 2. Should you still go if you feel like it's not for you? I 100% think you should, because like I said, a lot of things were very out of my comfort zone, especially within week 1. There was quite a lot of things where I was like, oh my god, like I don't even know if I want to do that. Like the camping in week 1, I was like, camping's not really my thing. But no, yeah, I did surprisingly enjoyed it. Obviously, if you feel like you really do not want to go NCS, don't force yourself to do it. However, I think it was an amazing experience. Okay, the final question, question 3. Would I recommend going to NCS? Of course I would. I feel like along the way you learn quite a lot of things about yourself, you gain confidence, and you kind of open yourself to like Anyway, as I was saying, I feel like you gain confidence that you probably never even thought you had. For example, like with me signing up for the regional youth board, I was like, damn girl, I actually signed up for something. But yeah, I'm very excited to begin that, and I might even do like a video about it or whatever, who knows. Okay, well I'm going to wrap up this video now because I think that's pretty much it. Any other further questions, comment below. All of my social medias will be at the end of this video. Until then, I'll see you next time, guys. Let's go.